Hello. So this will be part one of a series, maybe 4 to 6 videos. In this first one, I want to lay the groundwork. I want to set a scenario. Imagine that you have a friend, or maybe not a friend, a coworker who smokes cigarettes, and you happen to be someone who doesn't smoke, and your fundamental belief is that smoking is not good for your health. So you go up to your coworker and say, I wanted to tell you, I don't think you should smoke. Smoking, as you know, isn't good for your health. And your coworker looks at you and says, mind your own business. And you might think, oh, yeah, he's right. And maybe your coworker says, how I live my life is none of your business. Mind your own business. And so when you hear that, you think, oh, yeah, I was being a busybody. Even though I thought I was trying to be helpful, ultimately, his life is his life, and it's not my place to start dispensing unsolicited advice on how he should live, or she, whatever, how my coworker should live. Then the question arises as to what is my business then? And I think it's easy to say, well, my business is not my coworker's life, it's my life, that I need to focus on my life. In other words, my career and my relationships, my friendships, my health, my how much I exercise, what kind of food I eat, whether I get good sleep or not, how much money I make at my work or whatever, where I live, all these things that we consider my life. But I want to put out an idea, which is, well, the idea is that perhaps that's also none of our business. In other words, while our coworker's life and how he chooses to live, or his life, is none of our business, what if we were to consider our own lives as also none of our business? Now, I don't say that as if I'm stating a truth. I'm not saying that as if I'm describing what's actually true, right? I'm not saying our lives are none of our business as if that's some kind of fundamental truth. Instead, I'm speaking of it as what might be termed a pragmatic truth or even a heuristic for living. In other words, I'm saying, what if, so this thought or belief or idea is that our lives are none of our business could be thought of more as a heuristic or a strategy for living. In other words, it's more prescriptive rather than descriptive. It's not intended to describe things as they are, but rather it's intended as a prescription for how we can think about things. And so you may, in your mind, be arguing, like, no, of course my life is my business. If I don't take responsibility for my life, what's going to become of my life? But in these series of videos, I intend to put forward what I'll argue for is that in fact, our lives are none of our business. That what I mean by our lives is where we live, whether we're in a relationship or not, whether we have friends or not, what kind of career we're in, the typical constituent pieces or parts that we think of as constituting a life. And I want to argue and suggest that none of those are our business. Now, at the end of this video, or right now, I want to leave you with a question is, if other people's lives are none of our business, and if our own lives are none of our business, then what is our business? Where might we put our attention upon? Where might we put our efforts toward? Where might we invest our energy? If we're not invested in sort of diving into other people's lives and trying to fix their lives, but also we're not going to take that same energy and trying to fix our own lives and make our own lives better or more palatable or more comfortable or whatever it may be, more successful or whatever it may be, where are we going to put that energy? Where are we going to put that effort? Where will we put our attention? And so I just want to leave you with that question. I hope you'll reflect on it.